Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Tuesday, 5th of August 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Yesterday was a great day as far as markets were concerned. We opened slightly lower and things got better as the day went by. Now, the shock came after markets when the US markets were doing very well. But, Trump tried to bully us again by saying that he will put extra tariffs on us because we are aiding the Ukraine war. And immediately the gift nifty fell more than 100 and odd points. And there was this fear that, things will only get worse. Now, whether you would like to look at it as a challenge or an opportunity is the moot point. Most big investors, including I heard Mr. Vijay Kedia, who says he's got now 30% in cash equivalent, which means he's not willing to invest in this environment. And I'm sure he'll get people like him are also getting scared. So, should we take this as an opportunity or as a challenge? Now, if you go by history, and I have been a part of this history of Indo-US relationships between from 1971. So let's just go back to history, whether it could be used as a challenge, whether the challenge could be used as an opportunity, and which India can prove its strength and resilience. Now let's look at history. You see, our history of our US-India relationship started breaking down in 1971. Till 1971, we had a reasonably okay relationship. It was more like we depended on US for even food in the 1960s. So liberation of Bangladesh was when the Indo-Pak War happened, and Nixon threatened us, bully us. He actually sent the US 7th Fleet into the Arabian Sea to see that we will not attack Pakistan. We attacked Pakistan, it's the Navy. We liberated Bangladesh. India stood up to the bully Nixon. Nixon went into oblivion 3 years later. Indira Gandhi was hailed as the Ma Durga. Then the second time was 1974 when we did the Pokhran test. Again, the CIA was trying to scuttle it, but we, cleverly did the test, and we stood up to the whole world, including the US, who were completely bamboozled as to how we could ever think of doing something like that. Then came the 1978 Non-Proliferation Treaty, where US and other superpowers wanted to bring the nuclear powers of the new nuclear powers like Pakistan and India, and any other countries which wanted to get into the nuclear umbrella under what is called as a Non-Proliferation Treaty, which meant that you will not you will not build the nuclear weapons. Morarji Desai of the Janata Party stood up to the bully, that was Jimmy Carter, and we did not sign the NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty, which was some huge thing because India was not economically sound, but yet Mr. Morarji Desai stood up to it. Carter came to India and he left disappointed. He used some of the abuses against Morarji Desai, but nothing happened as far as US was concerned. We stood up then. Then the CTBT, the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty, which in 1996, Vajpayee stood up to the US, and we refused to sign the CTBT, and therefore again we went one step ahead of US. The US was the president was Bill Clinton. Then you have the nuclear test, which we did again under Vajpayee's leadership. Actually, Mr. Narasimha Rao had done all the required systems ready and gave it to Mr. Vajpayee when Mr. Narasimha Rao demitted office in 1996, and we did the nuclear test in 1998. US blacklisted us. So did many countries in Europe. Yet within 1 year after that, India was the toast of the world because they needed us for the in 1999 during the tech boom. Basically, you see the Y2K issue was there, and so they needed Indian engineers. So if we stand up to them, they will recognize our talent and they will give our due. It is just that we should not give up. So in 1998, the country was in deep trouble because everybody had given up on India. Then the 2006 Civil Nuclear Treaty, also there was a lot of wrangling. Manmohan Singh was the prime minister at that point of time, and we were able to get a what they call a 123 treaty, the Civil Nuclear Treaty, which came in India's favor. We stood up against George Bush at that point of time. So yesterday, when he said that he's going to put tariffs, India has been very clever, I think, and they have said targeting of India is unjustified and unreasonable. The reasons is that EU is importing about in 2024 they had a record 16.5 million tons of LNG. US is continuing to improve uranium, hexafluoride, palladium, fertilizers, and chemicals from Russia. So to push India into a territory where they are blaming us for the Ukraine war not stopping is, I think, ridiculous. I think India has done the right thing, and so this is what I would say a challenge, and that could be used as an opportunity for us to do well economically and stand and be considered as a leader. So just coming back to the mundane, which was yesterday. Yesterday, Nifty snapped a 2-session losing streak. It ended in green, led by Hero MotoCorp and Tata Steel. Hero results were damn good. The monthly ones, monthly number good. It went on to an 8-month high. We had on a swing trade Hero Motors, which we sold yesterday. Nifty Bank was struggling because the RBI meeting is on, and one doesn't know what will happen. In my opinion, RBI will do something which will benefit the Indian economy, especially with this challenge of Mr. Trump. Mid-cap also, mid-cap and small-cap did well. They snapped a 3-session losing streak, and Nifty's reality across the board, it was good. 2:1 was the advanced decline. This one. So today, what other cues are there? Pharma also did well yesterday. Dow went up by 1.3%. S&P was 1.5%, and Nasdaq was 2%. Futures after that are also good, and this was a sharp rebound after a steep sell-off on Friday. And interestingly, about 80% of the S&P 500 companies were beating earnings estimate, which means there is a lot of steam in the US markets. I believe we will may be affected slightly, but sooner or later we will catch up. FTSE was good. European banks rallied, and Brent oil steady. It did not go up, even though Trump bullied us. And dollar index was at 98.6. Again, nothing great there. Gold was steady at 3,435. FIs continue to sell at 2,500 crores, and DIs bought more than FIs, so 1,820 crores was the net buying from institutions. So what are the stocks to watch? Tata Motors, they've got a new CEO. IndusInd Bank, Rajiv Anand has been appointed as CEO, so that should be positive. Bosch also came up with a strong Q1 earnings. Telecom sector, because the DOT is cutting security test evaluation fees, so that should be good. BEML has got a 282 crores order, so that also should be positive. Neutral is Paytm. Alibaba is entity to sell entire stake in about 3,800 crores, so it will be under pressure. Actually, it should be under negative column. Aurobindo came with mixed results. DLF also came with some good results, but DLF's results, you never know how the market will react. Negatives, of course, will be pharma, textile, jewelry, and auto ancillaries because of Trump's threat. In my opinion, these are buying opportunities and not to get scared. Kansai Nerolac, the paint company, reported a weak Q1 with margins being under pressure. If you look at auto sales, which came in yesterday on first, they were all the monthly sales. M&M Auto was good. Ashok Leyland, TVS Motor, and Tata Motors. Commercial vehicles did very well. In line was Bajaj Auto, Escorts, Eicher, Tata Motors passenger vehicles, Maruti, and Hero Moto. Only below expectations was M&M Tractor Division, but you can well imagine that their auto sales are up, which means the economy is doing well. So Tata Capital is filed an IPO yesterday evening. So the companies, the stocks like Tata Motors, Tata Chemicals may be in limelight. They were supposed to go public by September end, and I think that will happen now. It is confirmed. Now, what will probably happen is much part of liquidity will be taken away from the market, but mutual funds have got more than 2.3 lakh crores of money available. Plus, every month we're getting about 40,000 crores from the SIPs as well as regular inflows. Plus, we have the Maharashtra government allowing trust to put into the market, plus the Provident Fund money. So there is enough and more money for the Tata Sons IPO to go through. So Gift Nifty is talking about it being down only about 70 points. As I said, we really don't know exactly how it will play out. But today, people will be cautious. We are also cautious, but we are looking for bargains to buy because based on history, based on psychology, based on our current status, I believe we will endure this and we will come out successful simply because it has happened in the past. We were in very bad shape in all those years from beginning in 1971, yet we have come, come successful. Even in 1991, we were under pressure from the IMF, yet we came out successful. So I don't see why we cannot come out successful this time. It may be a time for big bang reforms and not incremental reforms. I think the government is well aware of it. So what I would suggest is keep calm and ignore the bully. It's just a matter of time before we'll come back, because India today is too big to ignore. Whether it is whichever party is ruling, India has done well in the past standing up to bullies, and this time also they will definitely do. So whatever you do, hope it is successful.